and this is the Rochelle's Canadian channel. I just thought I'd go live and discuss a few things that happened this evening, which I did not expect. So, yeah. So, warashe, konnichiwa, arigato gomaisu. And, yeah, today was interesting. A lot of things happened that I did not expect. I've had a very bad day. I forgot about a dentist appointment that had to commence and I could not avoid. And I feel a bit chipmunky due to freezing, which kind of sucks, but I'll try and tough it out the best way I can. So while we all tough that out together, I'll do a quick and short late night live. So I hope everyone has a good day. Let's see here. Again, I came up briefly. See if it'll do. Yeah, it will. Good. Let's see if the effects are working. Just to play with it for a while. No, they haven't changed any new effects. Hello, how are we doing today? Ooh, we're black and white. Hi, my name is Rochelle. This is the Rochelle's Canadian channel, and we're just warming up. Oh, hello. Anyway, so I hope everyone can hear me. And if you can, please be so good to let me know while we're getting this organized. So, hello, my name is Rochelle. This is Rochelle's Canadian channel. We're doing a midnight live to respond to some of the bad behavior that happened this evening on the YouTube streets. So I hope you can hear me. And if you can, let me know. And if you can't hear me, let me know. So let's talk. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. I don't know if anyone is familiar with it. And even though I've been a moderator for a while, um, it's been weird, right? It's been weird. And I mean, I just made a short saying that I had bought some Visa cards for Toys R Tots, and there's several places to drop them off where I live. And while I was out today, I didn't expect to be out today. I dropped them off, and I got accused of being a scammer. Basically, when I was growing up, my dad used to give to Toys R Tots every single year. And I guess it is a family tradition. YouTube asked me a question answer, like, what's the weird traditions your family does? And I don't consider that weird, you know? So I just dropped them off. And did I entertain you? Good. And I got accused of being a scammer. Yeah, my family never, or at least my dad, never accepted a receipt. But as I've done better over time, I just put the receipt in my father's name for his memory because it was just something he did. And if he was still with me, because he died pretty young at 64, I know he'd still be doing it, you know? And I just put money aside every month so I can give away $500 in Visa cards. Because the thing is, the group of, but they forget that teenagers need toys too. But they're not looking for teddy bears. They're looking for like video game systems and stuff. And sometimes households that unfortunately can't afford to buy toys for their kids, sometimes they have two teenagers and that money would go to like an Xbox or something, and that costs a couple $100, and they need games, and that's the kind of donation they want. That's money where they can buy stuff. for teenagers, which tend to have different needs. Because kids are easy to buy for, like little kids, because they want Legos and stuffies and easy bake ovens and stuff like that. But teenagers are harder to buy for. I should know. Because their choices change every year. Like they don't get into something for a couple years and then kind of still like them a couple years later. No, 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 no. Um, they're not the kind where kids collect stuff or they're not into Star Wars for 2, 3 years. It's not like that. They change what they like every single year. So they're kind of hard to buy for. Hi, how are you? Mohammed, how are you? Nice of you to join. So, and different ages need different things. So, mm, my husband and I didn't grow up with very much, and we remember what it's like to not have. So we remember the kids that may not be as fortunate. So that's why we donate to kids who don't necessarily have, because life is tough, right? And I got accused of being a scammer. Yeah. So I just admitted that the money I was hoping for getting donations, I would donate in excess to the animal shelter. And I just said, fuck that noise. I'll just admit I gave the money already. Hi, Jackie. How are you, gorgeous? Ah, Jackie, I'm having a rough time trying to get back. People um, accuse you of grifting, even if you've already bought the shit in advance and you show it. Fuck this. I'm just giving it. Who's Israeli? Me? Honey, I'm Canadian. Yeah. So I was like, fine. Because even if someone donated the money to me now to give to the animal shelter in addition, it wouldn't get to me anyway. So I said, you know what? Forget it. Fuck it. I already gave the $100 to the animal shelter at the beginning of this month based upon the money I already know I'm getting. I've already given it away. So that's the truth. It's gone. Bye. I've already given it away. And yeah, I've already given the money I already got. Like I knew it was coming at the end of December to the animal shelter in my dad's name. I'm not getting a tax receipt. It's already gone. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So yeah. And no, I'm not. Israel has nothing to do with this. Uh, needy kids who don't. I don't know. You wrote Israeli, not me. I was like, Israeli? And I'm like, who's Israeli? I don't know. You wrote it, bro, not me. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me, what? Oy, oy, oy. I need a tissue. Ah, sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me. Anyway, I don't know, Muhammad. Salam alaikum and all that good stuff, but if you can't behave yourself, my mishbah. I'm telling you to behave yourself. All right. And if not, I can do it myself. I've been a moderator for 10 years and change. I know how to do it. So, very funny, darling. You know what, Muhammad? I love you so much, but I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. And then when you learn to behave yourself and not, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not in the mood. But darling, you can come back. How's that sound? Love you so much. Anyway, Jackie, how are you, gorgeous? I love your new avatar picture. You look fabulous. You look beautiful, gorgeous, never the same, never change. Love it. Better than a meat dress. Love it. Yeah, gorgeous. So, yeah, I already gave the money away. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not a scammer, but thanks for sharing. Add a Q&A sticker. A book you couldn't put down recently. Hey, Carabelle, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I decided to show everyone the stupid Visa cards I bought to give to Toys R Tie-Ups, and Teletubby accused me of being a scam. Honey, you know, it's weird how people react when people try to be nice. It's very weird. Yeah, I know. I mean, like, you're like, girl, you wanna flex on the new laptop you bought? Mazel tov, Kaneo Hora. I'm glad you got that for yourself. Very nice. Everyone deserves to buy themselves a Christmas present to get themselves a little something something. And if you got it for Cyber Monday, snaps to you, girl. You got a deal. I'm not gonna be mean about it, but it's not out of jealousy. But why you're reacting, like, she's like, "Where'd you get those gift certificates?" I bought them. What do you did? I pushed down some poor person at the checkout, knocked over the manager standing at the front, pushed over some old lady, and said, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my way." You gotta pay for those, or they don't work. Like, you're cute. She's like, and then she writes a post like, "Look, my bed's better than yours. Nya nya, boot to the head." I don't give a shit. You think that's gonna upset me, honey? I don't give a shit what you do with your furniture, your sheets, your decorations, your carpet, how you arrange your fridge. It doesn't matter to me, darling. I'm not that parasocial. I just thought I'd give back and show the people who watch me and donated to me what I'm doing with their donations. I'm giving back because that's how you, well, I do that. Sorry it upsets you. Sorry it triggers you. And my arrangements have nothing to do with anything. Unfortunately, you can't fix stupid. I don't know if it fixes stupid. I don't think you can't fix mean. Like, why are you mad, girl? I'm so bloody sorry. I'm giving $500 to kids who don't have things to open up on Christmas and Hanukkah. I don't know why that triggers you. And I don't decide who gets it. The charity does. Once you give it away, give it away, give it away now, it ceases to be a problem. Absolutely. You know? But what do I know? I mean, I've been called nothing but Jewish derogatory words. I've been told I'm a vampire. I've been told that any apologies I make for any reason, it means nothing. I got shamed by Deadly and William because I had to drop him from my panel because he started discussing things that YouTube Canada says and uh-oh and not okay. And I simply apologize that I had to drop him from my panel because when you discuss stuff like um, essay regarding young people who are under the age of majority and that kind of stuff, I can't discuss that. And I won't discuss it. And I won't allow you to discuss it, whether it's true or not. And I am not shaming anyone who may or may not have experienced that or have experienced or have someone they care about experience it. But you cannot derail my panel because you don't like what's going on because I simply want to know why you continuously call me derogatory things on Deadly's panel over and over and over again when I've been nothing but calm and patient with you. And he did admit that he does it simply to ruffle my feathers and to get a rise out of me. Not very mature. And then when I started dropping you, but I had to. I had no choice. It's almost like giving someone a corn bomb. You do something like that to do something fucked up, to shock, derail, cause someone's stream to die, that you have to erase it because it could possibly damage someone's channel. I'm not going to allow that. Now, they go get Carrie to talk on Deadly's, like, they were go get Carrie. And the reason they were asking for you, Carrie, today is because Kyra came back and lo and behold, denied again, dox your name, threatened to dox where you lived, and denied that she created fuck shit. Hello, random player. Want to go missing? Not especially. You want to fuck yourself? Goodbye. You need therapy. Anyway, so want to go missing. Uh-huh. When people say that to me, I always think to myself, you would never, ever, ever say that to my face because it would be bad. Just saying. Anyway. So when when oh baby, before we get even further into this, hit that fucking like button. Tell the algorithm goddess I'm still worthy of your love. Here we go, baby. Here we go. So she was still denying that fuck shit, saying that she didn't do that shit. First, trying to turn Carrie and I against each other by lying about that, you know, Jen was trying to turn Carrie first against me, and then her against each other, and then them against each other. And it was some kind of big 13-year-old fuck shit of like, kind of like, if you won't be my friend, you can't be anywhere. Tear down this friendship house. Yeah, Kyra should have figured out to leave me alone. The powerful space vortex says, you gonna get YouTube canceled. No, honey, I'm not gonna get canceled because the only person who can cancel me is myself. Just saying. The only person who can cancel me is me because that means that I can't handle YouTube. My skin is not thick and I'd be afraid of somebody. Honey, I'm not afraid of that kind of bullshit. Okay? Thanks. So, yeah. It's funny, you put on the adults only and you get people who have the mindset of think that that's going, like, I don't care. So, hey, you want to donate to me? You go right. And maybe I'll use it the following month to choose to charity. You want to use the N word in my chat? I'll just give money to the NAACP. How does that grab you? Because I love that stuff. Let my people go. Yeah, because once upon a time, those signs said no dogs, no Jews, and no colored. And it was the Jews and the black people who walked right up on Washington and watched Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. give the I Have a Dream speech. And we all watched it together because we used the Green Book in America because we also were not welcome to use those counters and those water fountains and those hotels. So stop it right now. All right? Thanks. And yeah. And when she said, name on that phone call between the three of us, I went dead quiet for a reason because, yeah, I knew her name, her full name, but I pretended I didn't because I didn't really discuss with Kyra anybody's name because I don't do that shit. If you tell me a secret, I'll keep that secret to myself, whether you like me or not. Right, Deadly? I keep your secret that you tell me. I don't say that shit here because I keep my word. If you tell me something private, I keep that shit to myself because I keep my fucking promise. I don't spread your secrets or anything you tell me in confidence along the fucking World Wide Web. I don't tell people on Instagram. I don't do that shit. You know why? Because I don't give a shit whether I'm relevant or not, whether people talk to me on fucking Reddit or not. I don't give a fuck. Not at all. Because I don't care. I don't need wingmen, and I don't need people to back me the fuck up in other people's chats. I walk in there all by myself, and I don't stay in the bushes because you know why? I'm not afraid. I don't care if you like me or don't. But if you don't like me, it's because you don't like me. I don't care. You want to mean girl me? That's fine. But what I feel about any individual is why I feel about what I feel only because, honey, you may have earned that shit yourself. But you know what? If I'm going to be in someone's house, I'm not going to take out my personal fucking bullshit out on any individual in your fucking house. You know why? Because I'm an adult, and that is not the time or place for it because that's fucking immature. It's rude. And you know what? It's usually not that fucking important. You know why? Because I'm an adult and it's not that fucking important. You know why? Because this is fucking YouTube. Brush it off. Hi, Chi Chi. How you doing, gorgeous? Love you so much. Because usually, oh, you got a new meme of Wee Willie today? Love that. God bless Betty. Love you so much, darling. But I like fighting with other women anymore. I am so fucking sick of other women tearing each other down anymore. I may not like particularly what one woman says about another, but you know what? I have enough class to keep it to myself. Like, please, my only request out there is stop tearing each other down for our looks because I don't know if anyone noticed. Hey, Addie, how you doing, baby? Welcome back. Love you so much. We can't help our looks. Our visage is genetic. You can't do anything about it, and aging is inevitable. We all get older. We all be Victoria's Secret runway models. And let me let you in a little secret about magazine models. Those women are actually girls. They're like 14 and 15 and 16 and 17. Those women are little girls, dressed up and made up and filtered and airbrushed to look like absolute perfection. And those aren't women, those are girls. Now, some supermodels have been beautiful over the years, like Naomi Campbell, chef's kiss. But not all models age as beautifully as Lady Naomi. And that's a fact. Most of those models are young. They are girls. They are tall and skinny to the gods. They are taught not to eat at all. I've gone to Fashion Week and I've actually seen models faint, pass out on runways, literally. And you know what they do? Nothing. They wait till that particular circuit of clothes goes by, and a photographer will like pull that poor girl off the stage, and I've seen young men faint too. And these models will just catwalk right on by, just click, 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 click. And someone who has got a front seat on that catwalk will just sort of make room for someone who works there, who works for the fashion collection, and they will walk. And those women will just walk on by like nothing has happened. Hey, sweet, to the edge of 20, like a motherfucker. What a year. I tell you, honey, I've been called a scammer, a motherfucker, a liar, a bitch, ooh, 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 you name it, honey. And you know what? It means nothing at all. Not a goddamn thing. It is what you make it. You can cancel yourself, you can make or break yourself. You love yourself, but honey, you check yourself and make sure that you are not that into yourself. Because now I've said, honey, I'm the Lady Rochelle, but that's just a title. I don't talk about myself in the third person. The only person I've ever heard of talk about themselves in the third person was the Queen of England. And even then I found it creepy. Um, yeah, I mean, I am not omniscient. I'm just some stupid bitch from Canada. Like, really? But we will still be having our Pay It Forward live stream on Friday. And any donations I do get, I will write down the conversion into American, like from if it's American or British pounds, I will write it down, and I will just pull it out of like whatever I have in my bank account, and I'll let you guys choose to where it goes, and I'll just drop it off the next day. That's it, and I'll give it anonymously. I'm hoping maybe you guys will choose Sick Kids Hospital, because that's usually like Edward and I usually choose like who we give to as the second charity, and we basically had the boys choose it, and the kids chose the animal shelter. Um, but I'd really like if you guys chose a really nice charity for the Pay It Forward. If you guys do donate any amount, even if it's like $2, I swear I will write a check and just away, and I can't drive there. If it's not Toronto and I have to look it up and the charity is, and I don't know, like Saskatchewan, then I'll post it. But whatever, even if the charity's in like, Australia, and you want to still give to the brush fires, because they're actually still accepting those charity donations, or you want to give to the World Wildlife Federation, or anything, just let me know and I will send it off. But yeah. And like I said, even if it's like 2 British pounds, I'll convert it into Canadian funds and I'll send it off. But uh, the 500 Visa gift cards and the 100 I already gave to the animal shelter by us. I just wrote a check, so it's already gone. Is it what we allow to break us? We know what we are. We know how we are. No one gets to define us. Well said, sweet. Well done, Hattie. Smart. Yeah, I just want the women's community to stop coming for our appearance. Stop coming for things we can't help. Like, we can't help how we're doing financially at this time. We can't help how our relations, like there was a time in my 20s. I mean, I went bankrupt. I got divorced. I was in a financial crisis. But I still paid my bill for 7 years. It didn't change, but I did the best I could. Um, and when I met Edmond, thank God, um, I finished like 6 months later. But he's like, "I'll help you with that." I'm like, "No, I've done this all myself all this time. I'm gonna do this myself." There wasn't that much left, but it was like fixed payments each month. And I was like, "No, no, no. I've done this myself. I'm proud of myself. Bankruptcy, my ex-husband put me here, but I'm gonna get myself out, and I've come this far, and I'm gonna do it." And I paid off my student loan myself, and I wanted to do this. This was like, it was like, but we went to celebrate when I finished, like, getting myself completely out of debt. I felt completely free of, like, the fuck up of, like, just you felt like, you still felt like this is all my fault, even though I knew it wasn't my fault, but it was cathartic for me. And, he took me out to dinner, and it felt great, and took me to a movie, and it was nice because I was, like, finally completely out of debt. And, I had, like, this big cry and everything, and it was really nice to just you know? But things happen that it's just like, this is life, this happens, you know, people get divorced, people get married, people, children are born, people die. And these are the most stressful things that could ever happen to a person. Like, the 3 most stressful things is death, divorce, and moving. And it is the most stressful shit. And we all experience it. People die. People do get divorced. Not everyone, thank God, but I did. And I got married too young. And I highly recommend you live with someone before you get married. But I came from a religious family, and I asked my dad, and he said absolutely not. And we all knew what happened after that. But and people move, and I don't know about anyone else, but I find moving horrible. And when you change universities and you go to graduate school, and then just life, and then, I think everyone's moved a minimum of probably 3 times, whether they want to or not. You leave your parents' home, and you go to school, and then you get and you start out with your husband or your wife or your partner, and then you find a nicer place to stay, and you have your family different place, and there's 3 times, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's usually at least 3 times. It's normal. And if you move more than once, there's no shame in it because you're just doing the best you can. There's absolutely no shame, but it's stressful as hell. And the first thing everyone says is, "God damn, I have too much shit." And you promise yourself you're not going to do it, but you always do it. And then the bigger place you get, of course, you get more shit. And you always vow to yourself. And then, of course, when you clean out your closet, the first thing you say to yourself is, "How did I get so much shit?" But, it's the Christmas season this year, and maybe because I'm more active as a creator and as a live streamer, um, I'm noticing, not just because people are coming down on me. I mean, like, it's here nor there. But yeah, Carrie, totally, right? And like, the more you're online and the more you're out there and the more you put yourself out there, the more people will come for you. And even though trolls will be trolls will be trolls, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm fine with it. But I guess I try to be as calm as possible. I try to approach things the way at least I would like people to approach things, at least with me. It's not always going to work out that way. I'm fine with and I'm fine with people fucking hating my guts. I'm also fine with that. And I'm fine with people not agreeing with me, which is cool. I'm fine with that too, because not everyone is going to like you in this world. It's a fact of fucking life. And not everyone's going to like your shit because, frankly, I'm not as exciting as a lot of the people I enjoy to watch because they do such cute, like crafts and stuff. And as much as I love to like watch crafting and stuff, I I know I'd rage quit. That's the one thing I'm like, I watch everyone, like, do like, Sophie does this really intricate diamond art, and I know I would lose my fucking mind and just, "Ah!" And I would just diamonds would go to everywhere, and I'd be vacuuming them up for months because I know I'd lose my I just I mm, that I know I'd love I was like, "Oh, Rochelle, it's so relaxing." And my hands if I'm having a bad migraine day or I've just finished a bad migraine, they shake. Right. And, I remember turning to my girlfriend who lives, like, in the same condo as me, and I said, "I would lose it." Yeah. Like, I love to cook. I have patience to stand by the stove and make, like, intricate béarnaise sauce from scratch and, like, make beautiful, like, pie in them and stuff. I love that stuff. But if you ask me to like, do little mm, like, I like to crochet, but only because I can put it down and just sort of walk away from it. Like, I can sit there for 2 hours and do it, and then some days I'll be like after 15 minutes, I'll be like, "I can't sit here." And go for a walk because I suddenly feel, like, antsy. You know what? This is not relaxing. I feel like you know? Yeah, I don't know if anyone feels that way sometimes. You feel buzzy, like, like you need to do something active. Like I don't know if anyone does this, but sometimes I just take the stairs and I feel like really uh like in winter you can't just just like I need activity and diamond art is the opposite of activity and I need m- me no that I don't have the patience for it. It makes me like start looking through the internet for those things you can run on, like I need them right now. I can't. And I'm the kind of person who will use your bike all year until it becomes dangerous and now you can't use your bicycle and I feel like bzzz, and I can't, Mm. So diamond art is not relaxing for me. Maybe I should buy a heavy bag. That would be relaxing. Maybe I should take like boxing during winter. Who recommended that for me? My cousin. Yeah, he did. He said, maybe you should take boxing. And I was like, yeah, boxing. Yeah. Well, everyone's doing this beautiful, cute art that looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm thinking, I want to take boxing classes and paint with Bob Ross these cute little trees out of someone. I can maybe learn some oil painting and paint these happy little trees. So I just punched the shit out of my sparring partner, and now I feel relaxed, and we can paint happy little trees together. How about that? Yeah. So I might sound relaxed, but sometimes I think to myself, wouldn't it be nice to have a sparring partner? So while all the right now are going, I do diamond art. I'm gonna look into getting some sparring gloves. So that's am I a mess? Yeah. But I'm going to try and be a beautiful mess. And that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look in and go downtown and find myself a real gym, join a real box, get myself a real boxing coach. Yeah. For some reason, that makes me feel very happy. You know what? That makes me feel a lot happy. I have the kind of husband who um, is, I'll go, Edmond. can I please go to boxing? And he'll be like, okay, no problem, baby. Where most women in the face will be, honey, can I take a knitting class? I'll be like, honey, can I go punch the shit out of some guy for 3 hours a day? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Sexual. Anyway, I want a kitten and boxing classes for Hanukkah. I wonder, is the kitten the eighth day gift or is the boxing classes? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my mummy. Mummy, is it feminine to ask for boxing classes for Hanukkah? She'll probably say only if you're wearing something sexy. I guess I'll have to buy some lingerie before I ask. I don't know. I'll have to ask God when I die. Or Jesus at lunch next Wednesday. Whatever happens first. We'll find out, right? Yeah, but on just we'll go beep, 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 and back the fuck up. What I was saying before. Girls, ladies, all the ladies on the YouTube streets. You know, we have enough men insulting our appearance. We have enough men calling us females. Fuck off. That's what the lady Rochelle has to say. Go fuck yourself. You deserve nothing. That's right. You honestly all just have step on me, mommy vibes. Really. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Because the truth of the matter is, you're so quick to call us old or ugly or fat or stupid or female. But the truth is, a lot of us are very, very, very smart and educated and have life experiences and real careers. Careers that save lives, careers that make a difference, careers that people aspire to their whole lives. We have patience and grace. A lot of us are mothers, aunts, sisters, grandmothers, wives, life partners. We run households, businesses, corporations, sections of a lot of things. A lot of us are very well, are pioneers in YouTube, have channels for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Been here since the beginning of YouTube before me. I mean, this channel is from 2015. I have one that's been from 2014. I have friends who are women who've had channels since YouTube started and have changed with the times and were never shamed or quote unquote canceled. They've edited their own material, relied on no one. And while they were on YouTube and any money they had from YouTube was their funsies money, still maintained a career, ran their household, made sure their husband didn't set themselves on fire or run themselves over with a car, and everything was hunky-dory, and they maintained the household bills, did the taxes, and women have been expected for generations to not only raise a family, run a household, maintain a full-time fucking job, and make sure that everyone in that household has got all their ducks in a row, gets off to school, has the laundry done, the dinner prepared, cleaned up, and everyone is ready to go the next day, and she still has to make sure her own shit is done, and everything is paid, put away, folded, cleaned, and stored. As lunch is made, everyone is fed, and if they're sick, they're taken care of, and if they're not sick, everyone stays healthy through every single fucking day, 52 weeks a year, 365 fucking days, and an extra day on a leap year. And no one, including us, say, oh, wait, honey, we're females, to tell us what to do, especially on motherfucking YouTube, because we have no clue. And if we choose to have an extracurricular hobby that doesn't hurt anyone and helps us have a social life that extends past our life, and some of those people we meet there becomes real life friends. We are nobody, nothing, empty-headed, idiotic dum-dums that can't get by with some idiotic fat fuck on YouTube who seems to think he knows everything under the sun, and any woman who comes in as a to call him sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir, because we are just empty-headed females and we can't guard ourselves, tread carefully. We have no fucking clue what's going on because you know why? Because we are just some stupid fat fuck, old dried up female. Go fuck yourself. That's what I say. Who died and made you God? Because I know a lot of guys who couldn't find their fucking keys in the morning. And I love my husband a lot, but even he's admitted if I wasn't here, he wouldn't even know how to run this place or his business because I take care of a lot of that shit for him. Not because I think he's stupid, but I help him. I don't do it for him. I help him because I'm good at it. I don't do it behind his back. We do it together. But there are times where I've had to do things because he's been elsewhere on business and I've run things 3 fucking months and no one in that office has disrespected me because I was a woman. They treated me with respect because I treated them with respect. And they treated me nicely and politely because I did the same to them. And those gentlemen equally because they knew I knew how to run the business. And everyone was treated like an equal. This misogyny, this posturing, and this mishandling of roles on YouTube. And when women allow themselves to be treated as such and pick up the word female as well inside, because you allow yourself to be treated as nothing. And there's no excuse for it. You will be treated like that if you allow yourself to be treated. And when other women pick up that kind of bullshit attitude and start coming for each other's appearance, you are no better. Because appearances are nothing. Voices. That's right. A lot of us are just voices. Not all of us panel up. Not all of us show their face. Not all of us do that. I do, but not everyone does. And where people say, oh, yeah, show your face, show your face. And a lot of these men, and I use the word men loosely, I'll say gentlemen, just to be polite, shall we? A lot of these guys who are so fucking rude, I've never seen them. And the ones who do show their face are not exactly God's gift either. They're not exactly styling, divinely beautiful, brilliant motherfuckers. And a lot of them, I don't even know what they look like, but they seem to have lost Mr. Dictionary and Sir Polite and the ability to be considerate and seem to have a real inane need to be relevant and aggressive and nasty. And I'll like, does your wife know you talk that way? And do you talk that way to your daughters, your sister, your aunt, your mother, any female colleagues of yours at work? Because I bet you $1 million fucking dollars that you do not. Because if you acted in the real do on YouTube, you would find yourself very alone. Because I can't think of one woman who would allow you to treat them as such. No way, no day. And these faceless warriors of masculinity are, well, even if they don't have wives, it's irrelevant because they all, there is a real life beyond YouTube. Because when you push the, you know, the I'm finished for the day and you turn off the go live button, there is a real life beyond the live button. You replace V with F. That's life. You have to exist. You have to communicate with others. You can't completely hide. Most people do have family, and everyone has a mother, whether you want to admit it or not. Most people do have relatives. And most people have to go outside to get their supplies. Not everyone lives in the bunker of YouTube. You have to eventually do things outside and communicate with others. And I think a lot of these uh, gentlemen do have some type of partner, some type of relationship. And I guarantee you, if anyone did find out off YouTube and went for their real life, they would lose their squirrels. They would freak the fuck out. Because if their families, their partners, their wives, their husbands, or whatever, behind their incredibly harsh, homophobic, transphobic, misogynist, nasty, racist exteriors that they put, their posturing, angry voices designed to shame and be so damn aggressive, where they come down on vulnerable youth, those with invisible disabilities, those who are weaker than them for whatever reason. And they congregate and radiate a superior air. It does eventually come back to bite them. Because there will always be someone in their life that they do not tell you, that maybe someone in their life may possibly be part of the LGBTQIAA plus community. Transference with their inability to cope. It could be transference with they don't want to admit that someone in their family might be ill. It might be transference with their inability to deal with maybe possibly their own problems that they do not want to accept, whether it's their inability to get along with people in their family, or they don't want to admit that maybe possibly their marriage may not be good, and they're taking out that problem with dealing with interpersonal relationships out on every woman on the YouTube streets. You never know. Usually the incredible women haters are just taking out their shit on everyone else. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea. But it becomes everyone's problem. And then any young people who are in there listening to their bullshit believe this is the way to treat people. And they become, a well, a cyst on the ass of YouTube that hasn't been well, never mind. I'm not gonna get gross on everyone. But I could be. And while I'm watching people gravitate there and other women gravitate there, and then, it's not about dogpiling. it's not about one group, like one channel and their page and their subscribers against other. And I hear the words like this person's an OG and this person's an OG and this person started this community. But as long as there's been women on YouTube who have their own channels, who do go live, the women's community of creators that do utilize their opinion and discuss it, whether you talk about, like I find that a lot of the people who do talk to each other online that I'm just making a blanket statement to, whether you're part of the krama community or the cooking community or the crafting community or the drama community, or you discuss like crime or whatever, but sort of know about each other. Because the truth of the matter is, women who are creators, who do go live, have people who also watch their stuff. I watch a lot of people's channels. And there's often a lot of people who I've seen in one person's channel into another person's channel. And I'm like, hey girl, hi gorgeous, how are you? There's always like one or two or three or four people I've seen in another live. And then there's maybe 5 or 6 people that you see in that channel, and then they migrate, and then you might see 2 or 3 of those people in another, and then there's similar people you talk to in 2 other channels. We all kind of are part of the same community. And there are men who are actually part of the women's community who are not women, who are familiar with the same community. And it's just because you know each other and you all share like each other's moderators. When you share moderators, ironically, you become part of the same community because you're interconnected. Because it's like when I was moderating for the paranormal community, they shared moderators with the science community. And then the science community shared moderators with the travel community. So, like, I knew a lot of people in this community, in this community, in this community. And then I was like moderating for them for a very, very long time. So, but I knew what was going on in the women's community because you guys interested me and I watched you. I also knew about you guys because I was interested in the crime community, and I watched a lot of stuff what was going on in America because I was interested how YouTube covered some of the investigations. I was in, what's a good word? Interested. Is that a good word? Interested. It's like I have friends online that I've known for years who work who work in certain jobs, who knew of me through our jobs. And then we just sort of like, I know you. And then we just happen to see each other be interested in the same stuff on YouTube, which is ironic because when you tend to be involved in like research and sciences and that kind of stuff, you tend to be interested in like historic stuff and documentaries, and you sort of like to watch the same kind of stuff on the internet for some reason. I don't know why. Hello, the unknown person. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. because it's not Restream, you don't see my name. My name is Rochelle, and welcome to the Rochelle's Canadian channel. Um, welcome to the Gap. Excuse me. So yeah, I just think that because it is, you're very welcome. And yeah, let me just a little break up in the nonsense. Um, please hit that like button and tell the algorithm goddess I'm still worthy of your love. But now that we're nearing the hour, and I just sort of want to do an about face here. I just need that while people in the women's community are, you know, claiming they don't know each other or whatever, that may necessarily be true. But I've seen trolls for a very long time as a moderator. I'm not that stupid. I can be wrong. I try not to like sometimes you can't help yourself. You're like, you watch a troll and you're thinking it's one of three people, and I've always made the first guess wrong. Uh, yeah, I do that, right, Carrie? Sometimes I'm right on, Carrie, and then sometimes I fuck it up completely. So I try not to guess, but I'm completely wrong. But trolls are trolls are trolls. I'm fine with that. Just as long as you don't break terms and service, I'm fine with that. And making threats in my chat is stupid. It's going to get you an automatic boot. Yeah. Um, and using the N word is an automatic, you're out of here. Because this is basically what happens. My moderators will time you out. If you do stupid nonsense, and you will probably get 86,000 fucking seconds of get the fuck out of here, which of course translates to 24 hours. Or they'll be kind and give you timeouts for like a minute, 10 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. And that's cool. They only hide you if I ask them to. And it usually means, hello, you permanently show them the door. And if they permanently show you the door, that means they are going to hide you. And that's it for you. And don't be surprised if I don't even say anything to them and I do it myself. Because, like I said, I'll mod for myself. I don't care. Because unlike a lot of creators who just leave things up to their moderators, not me. I pay attention to my live streams. And I'll do it myself. Because I don't put up with anyone harassing my moderators. I don't put up with anyone harassing people on panel. I don't put up with anyone harassing any subscribers. And it's not acceptable because this is a safe space. And passive aggressive threats are not acceptable, and they are against terms and service because no one should be made to feel uncomfortable. And I don't care who you are. However, I have allowed a lot of people back into my chat, and I'm very forgiving, and I'm a big believer in fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever chances, because people have bad days, and unfortunately, so do I. And I can admit if I make a harsh decision. But any personal feelings or problems or past issues you may have with someone, please don't bring it to my chat. And most definitely, please do not fight in my chat because I will time you out because that is not acceptable. And please don't come into my chat to do attention seeking because I'm not a therapist. Neither is. And if you do require any assistance or you need to talk to someone, I please ask you to contact star 988. They're available for you 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. and I wish I could help you more, but if you do need to talk to someone, they will be able to help you and be able to assist you to get additional help in the area that you are in. So it's not that I don't care, it's that I don't want to say the wrong thing to you and I don't want to make a mistake because I don't know how to deal with that kind of issue where you may need guidance from a professional, and I am not a mental health professional. And I can talk to you and we can talk about stuff and, just if you just want some casual advice, like, I'm going on a date, do you think it's a good idea that they meet my parents? Well, my answer would be, yeah. But if you're not 18 and over and the age of majority, I'm sorry, but this is always going to be an adult chat. And I wish you good day. And this is not for you. It is entertainment only, but it is adult entertainment. And I have a dirty, foul mouth and I swear a lot. And if I was your parents, I definitely would not want you hearing such a potty mouth. And that's basically it. Topics we may be discussing because I guarantee you, I definitely do not think I am for young people. But yeah, you're not quite ready for me. No, no nastiness, but 18, yes. Under 18, no, not yet. And that's the end of my public service announcement. But yeah, Carrie. Kira was still spouting the non just she was not taking responsibility or acceptance or like trying to still deny all the and the stupidity that she was pulling you and me all that time ago. So yeah, and I actually said the C word, Carrie. I am ashamed of myself. I said the C word. I said the C word. I'm a bad person. I actually said a bad word. Yeah, I'm bad. I wasn't happy. She should have just left it alone 100%. I don't know why she thinks she can get away with it. I don't know why she thinks, yeah, that works. Okay, she can get away with it. I mean, when what happened, and even I spoke to Jen today. I said, Jen, I'm going to actually back you up here because she was. Do you know what she actually did? She actually telephoned Jen on her telephone herself to try and get Jen to like help her, like back her up that she was telling the truth. And I'm like, I can't believe she's actually asking Jen to back her up when she said to you and me that Jen was trying to turn you and me against each other. Lie. When she was trying to put the blame on uh Regan or Regan or oh gosh, I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Is it Regan? Lie. She tried to make it sound like first Jen was at fault, trying to between you and Kira, and then she blamed Rakin, excuse me, I am so sorry, Lady Rakin, my bad. You see, where this is going, right? First she blames Jen, then she blames Rakin, and then she says your whole name. I go silent. And then the only lie I do tell in that phone call was that I didn't know your whole name. And I was shocked to all shit that she did that shit. Oh, yeah. She also said that Jen wanted her to attack you. That's correct. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First, she said it was like Jen was orchestrating it. And then she said something about Rakin orchestrating. I don't even know Miss Ray Ken. And I'm like, why would she want to create the two of you and then putting me in the middle of it? Yeah, Murphy. Weird. And like I said, it's like weird 13-year-old middle school, like, and then it turned into weird ass fight with me in the middle and don't say shit. I can say shit, honey. I also can say fuck because Canada's not that uptight about those two words. Maybe America is, but Canada's not. This is also not for children. So, yeah. Anyway, I can also yell it too, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, so they were just doing this nonsense. And then she started saying that she wasn't talking about my Carrie. She was talking about a Carrie that started with a K. And I'm like, there's no Carrie with a K who is a moderator for Jen about. And then she started like doing this weird beep 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 thing, and I was like, what's happening? And I remember saying, no, you said it was like Carrie, like, and like she didn't realize that me and Carrie were such good friends. And I think she was like trying to create some kind of like Carrie who I didn't know, who was like a bad guy going on Jen's like instructions as her moderator to come for Kyra. So she was like creating another like fictitious, like, poor me, poor Kyra, I'm being attacked, and making up this thing how Deadly was coming for her. But in truth, she was like literally on like phone call friendship with Deadly, and obviously phone call friendship with Jen, because she literally phoned Jen and you could hear her talking with Jen on the phone on Amzi's Live. Okay? I can hear your sarcasm, Murphy, but thank you. Um, it was weird. And Deadly got his nose out of joint because Amzi had the audacity, bless her, to say, like, to get upset with Kyra for like lying about something that happened over a month ago. It was a month ago. Okay, Murphy. Well, buckle up, Butterfuck, and sit down and get your popcorn. So it sounds so stupid. Like, if you hear me reiterate this nonsense, I mean, you can go back and watch my lives about how Intergalactic Defender first comes with me and talks to me, where she makes it sound like Jen is this big bad bully, and stupid me fucking buys it. But in the reality, they were still buddy buddy and talk, and she makes it sound like she's being some kind of abused, like, attacked person, and I fucking buy it like a dumbass. You know, but it's ironic, and like she basically is just sitting on Deadly's panel, who apparently, allegedly, she was scared of, and during this phone conversation, she proceeds to tell me and Carrie how you know how nervous and terrified she is of Deadly, and how if she doesn't go on his panel, then he'll do horrible things and say horrible things about her. And it's bullshit. It's like she's trying to be like this, like, poor me, poor Kyra bullshit. And then when I call her Kyra, she's like, that's not my name. And my first thought was, what, you want me to dox dox your real name again? Because I didn't dox your name, but you want me to say your real name in front of everyone online? Because, honey, I didn't do that shit to you, and I didn't say your real, like, government name online on a panel in front of the world, but if you want me to, so I just said her first name, and I'm like, "What do you want me to say?" Like, I didn't do that shit, but you want me to do that shit so you can put that at my feet? Very weird. "Hey, Slapaho, how you doing, gorgeous? Love you so much and love you more." Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, she's dangerously overweight. And then he's like and then they started playing dumb about, like, Berlinetta, like, what community is she from? And I'm like, "What? What do you mean you don't know where she's from?" Like, her and Deadly start dancing around it. And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, the 3 of them start Berlinetta? Or they like to call her Big Bad Berlinetta. Another example of men trying to, weight shame someone when one of their panelists is a lot bigger than Berlinetta, and certainly not as beautiful as Berlinetta, for the record. Yeah, I saw that, how she tried to fucking go at me, like, how she tried to lie about the whole bullshit, how she tried to take me and Carrie for a ride while trying to dox her and threatening to, and they're threatening to, like, dox everything about Carrie and why Carrie's been on like, Kyra's been hating Carrie because Carrie had the audacity to like, I think she blames Carrie for me, like, saying, "Uh-uh." The truth was my radars were going off because this woman would literally, like, block me on Instagram, like, every 2 days, and I didn't do shit to her. Yeah! The woman's going for me. And I don't know if, like, Deadly literally then kicked me and blocked me, and then literally invited me back on panel, unblocked me, then kicked me and blocked me again. It is the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen. Like, make up your mind, bro, because, like, first he apologizes to me for calling me a vampire, and then he kicks me, and then he invites me back up, and then he says, "Why can't we all get along?" And then when I said to William that I had to kick him from my panel because he started talking mad shit about SA and being essayed by a priest and a rabbi, and I'm like, "Nope," and I went, "Boop," and I kicked him I just dropped him from my panel, was obviously trying to, cause problems, for live/channel. Right? Because all I wanted to know is why he keeps calling me derogatory, words for Jewish person and keep being anti-Semitic, and he kept evading that answer, and coming for Carrie and claiming he didn't know who she was, even though he literally just goes under sock accounts and bothers her over and over again because he's just a technical troll. At least it wasn't Diddy. Yeah. And I mean, slap a hoe, were you there when he literally asked me to marry him? Was it last week? But he hates me, asking him to love me. But like what is this weird posturing? Because I think the real person he loves is William, because he's really willing to look like a doofus supporting Kyra who couldn't tell the truth if her life depended on it, because we all know she's like terribly thin and dying. And Jen is harassing her, but she calls her on the phone while she's on panel with Amz to try and get her to stand up for her regarding the obvious everyone's lying about her, right? Oh, it was cinematic masterpiece, but I think it's gone because he lost his channel. I'm sad. I'm so sad that no one clipped it, and it was, like, I don't think, that's ever happened to me before. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I've never been, so publicly proposed to, and I've never made gagging noises at the same time, and I've never actually said to said, person, "What's wrong with you?" "Girl, how you doing? Love you so much." Yeah, maybe Carol saw it. Carol, did you, see they popped my cherry. My public proposal cherry, technically, yeah. I mean, my husband, I mean, he asked me, privately at home, but, it was, it was good enough for me. And my personal rule, according to Carol, is not to engage with crazy people. Well, honey, unfortunately, the careers that I chose for myself, have not allowed that to happen. And then the fact that YouTube happened, have not protected me from such colorful individuals. Is that a nice way of saying that? Mm, YouTube just made my life more shiny and happy. But I didn't think, like, I always thought when you were married, right? Um, for 18 fucking years, you were safe from that, you know? Yeah, Kara likes to observe the crazy. She's a science she's a science girl like me. But, yeah. And my husband just says, "Hey, what would happen?" Well, that's what would happen. Yeah. Um, but, yeah, yeah, that's what happens. I just thought, when maybe he really thought my husband was, imaginary, even though everyone has heard him. I mean, Paula has seen him. Carrie has talked to him for, like, a couple years. I mean, Jackie's known him for years. I've known him for years. My family knows him. Um, she says, "I like to poke the bear." We all do the same. Yeah, well, girlfriend. Like, I don't know. You and I are fine. You can, you know what? I mean, you wanna poke him for a while? I'm sure he'll react, I mean, he is volatile right now. He can't he's having problems, and, which one? William? I mean, he's infamously tried to hide here, after he was racist to, Heidi and George, until I found out about it after being sick when Lauren was still my co-host, and I was like, "You're not welcome here." And that's when William decided I was enemy number 1, and because he admitted it to me, and he probably thought that Rochelle would instantly forgive him. I thanked him for his honesty, and I appreciated it, but it did not redeem him, because the only one who can forgive him for that is God, and I am not God. Yeah. Yeah, he was on the live yesterday. Yeah. Like, you cannot, denying, like, Kira has learned, does not make your fuck up go away. And, the live that she was on, I haven't taken down. It's still there. You guys can enjoy it all you want. And the only thing I have to say about that, are you eavesdropping? No, honey, this is for everyone. Um, you know It's this is how I am when alive. Um, it's for everyone. I mean, basically, it's liar, liar, bitch on fire. Is she? Well, that might not be going well for him because we all know. I mean, we all know Kira love her. Kira worship Berlinetta. I mean, we all know that Berlinetta got her, where her hair was literally sticking out sideways. Um, I've never seen that before. Yeah, yeah. Um, we know there's no love lost between her and not at all. Um, yeah, and for someone who's skating on thin ice with Daddy YouTube right now, um, he sniped right on that live, and if he's been live all this time, uh, we'll see how long that live stays up because he was pissed at me when I said I don't recommend you play my live. Yeah, that was probably the worst hair day ever. The worst motherfucking hair day ever. Because I always make jokes like, I hope you're having a good hair day. I, of course, am not. But that wasn't a hair day. That was like, have you like showered ever this month and brushed your hair ever? Like, your hair has to be so fucking dirty, nasty, that if you lie down on your hair and then sit up and your hair is sticking like punk rock and you look like a tropical fish and your hair now looks like a fin, bitch, please utilize your mirror. And this might be a hint to you to not drink on a live that you are so messed up. I mean, she's literally passed out on a live on Deadly's panel that he's had to drop her because she was out cold. So, yeah, yeah. Maybe the charity I should give to should be Alcoholics Anonymous. More than once, more than 10 times. Um, I don't know what it is, and I don't know why Deadly is picking up strays on his panel, but you know what? I think, when she lied and said, I'm in access to I can go live with you now, Deadly." Um, and I was listening to her voice tonight on the stream, and she sounded like kind of like something you buy at 7-Eleven. She sounded a little slushy. You know what I'm saying? Girl sounded slushy, you know, because she was so busy. She became a slushy. And I guarantee if we did a hair check, it would be, oof, it's like taking a whisk to your hair. It doing the whisk would stay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. She definitely ain't tromping down that catwalk for the fall winter. Hmm, yeah. Because last time I checked, most rehabs are for 30 days, right? 30, 60, 90 days, depending how bad you are. She didn't sound very recovered to me. Uh, she sounded like she was still slip sliding away, Jesus Christ. Uh, not to, I'm not making fun of anyone who has a slip, but please don't lie that that helps people's sobriety. when you're not doing anything of the sort. Because I'll tell you something, every time I was on a call with her, I've never heard so many cans open in my life, and I guarantee they weren't Perry. Oof. Oh, catwalks have a weight limit? Do they? Huh. No, I'm not gonna shame it. No, let's not body shame now. I mean, she was dangerously thin. I'd worry for her balance. Like I said, I've actually seen, girls, more than one more than one female, female model and a male pass out while going to Fashion Week in Toronto and New York, and it's scary because they don't crumple, they face plant. It's awful. Because they are so thin and restrict their diet so much due to the pressure from their model agency and everything and everyone around them, and they look so emaciated. She may not be emaciated in body, but her brain is emaciated, thinking she can get away with this nonsense, this fuck shit, or bullshittery that no one is going to forget because when you lie, your story changes. And just denying it and calling me a liar is not quite an argument. It's stupidity. Because that is not a debate. That is not making a thesis. That is not presenting an argument. That is you trying to manipulate and emotionally manipulate myself and attempting to manipulate Carrie. And frankly, she was too smart for you, and you didn't even have 24 hours of a chance because she figured you out even before she spoke to you. And my spidey sense were clicking. And the reason I had her speak to you with me is because I was like, I need this bullshit to stop right now because I was done and I needed it to stop. And the only person I knew who either would and could be a good friend to you with me was Carrie, or who could help me call you out on your bullshit immediately also was Carrie. And it wasn't a wingman, but I needed her to face you and call you out to your face of what I knew you were doing, which was lying about her, and I needed it to stop. That's right. She should have left you alone, and she shouldn't have tried to deceive me because I have a good memory, and you shouldn't mess with karma. That's right, Carol. And never threaten me with a good time because you might find I have not just a good time, but a great time. And I said to Dudley and William, don't fuck with my best friend, especially with me, because I will go scorched earth on you. And you brought Kira into this? Oh, fuck me. Are you nuts? Mental health. I'm mocking like you underestimate me. Never underestimate. So this, my lovelies, is an hors d'oeuvre. Because even though Fridays is pay it forward, Fridays, yeah, slow learners, they're crayon or eaters, you know, window huffers, tree conversationalists. So we'll see what happens. They eat yellow snow. That's all I have to say. So we'll just have to find out how it works. So I might entertain you on Friday for Pay It Forward Friday and ask for your donations for a good cause and entertain you with an old-fashioned drag them behind the pickup truck of shame and profanity with a good old-fashioned motherfucking drag. And that will be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can enjoy your afternoon with me for a good old-fashioned fuck shit drag. That's right. Oh, grow. Yes, right. Window lickers. Crayon eaters. Yes. Fart huffers. Tree conversationalists. And snow eaters. The yellow kind. Will be who I will be taking for a drag. Our star player. The person who is starring in the soap opera of fuckery will be Kyra, Intergalactic Defender. Unfortunately, though, no one will come to defend you because you are a idiot. So come for the fuckery, stay for the popcorn, maybe donate a little bit, choose a charity, and I'll drop that off. And yeah, see you then. So hope to see you on Friday afternoon. And if you would be so generous, even if it's like $5, I'll give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Because, but so far the tally is at 600. So I'm asking you, hopefully, be generous because I've already given away. The 100 is basically what I've earned um, from what I would be paid from Daddy YouTube already at Christmas. And that's all I have. It's already gone. So whatever they give me is basically just that money. So I'm tapped. So I have no more YouTube money to give away. That's it for me. Other than that, and the money that we already put aside for our Christmas stuff. So that's it for me. I'm out. So, but if anyone else is generous, I'll figure something out and I'll give it away before Christmas to whatever you guys deem fit. I'll figure it out because I don't get that much in donation, so it can't be more than like I don't know. I don't get that much, so I'll get it to them. No problem. Anyway, so thank you very much. Please treat others the way you want to be treated. Prepare for the Pay It For It Drag Fest. And I wish I could go and drag for you, but someone snatched my weave, unfortunately. Anyway, take care of yourself and each other. And remember, I love you so much. And until then, I'll see you later. Unless, yeah, I'll see you later. So thank you, Carrie, for joining me. Thank you, Jackie, for coming on. And to everyone else, Carol, I'll see you later. And everyone else, you know I love you so much.